drama students are starting rehearsals of a scene from a play called The Diary of Anne Frank, about Dutch Jews hiding from the Nazis.
Kind enough to turn on the light, Mr. Dressel? It's nothing, my darling. It was just a dream.
Something must be done about that child, Mrs. Frank. Yelling like that. Who knows if there's somebody on the streets? She's endangering all our lives.
Anne, darling.
I spent half my night shushing her. And now it's nightmares.
You're here, safe, you see?
Drama is action. It's what the audience sees and hears. Actors use their voices and bodies to communicate to the audience. Voice and body make up the actor's instrument. In the same way that a musician practices on an instrument, an actor works to learn how to use his or her voice and body more skillfully and expressively.
Okay, the problem I'm having with this scene is that I'm just not hearing what's going on in the scene in your voices, okay? So we need to start off by talking a little bit about what's happening to your characters, what's happening inside and how that comes out in the sound, not just the words, but the sound of what we hear. So let's start with Mr. Dussel.
Well, he's really scared because Anne is having a nightmare and then she's yelling real loud and the Nazis might hear them.
Right, and he's also angry too.
Yeah.
You know, because he's been scared by this, he's been terrified. And that's good, that's quite right. But we need to hear that coming out then. We need to hear that mixture of fear and anger coming out in the scene, okay? What about Mrs. Frank, Anne's mother?
Well, she's also frightened that the Nazis might hear and turn them in, but she has to hide her fear to comfort Anne.
Right, so you have sort of a problem making both of those things clear in your voice. We have to still see that you're afraid, but we also have to see you trying to be a calming influence on Anne. And Anne, this is all revolving around her. What's happening with her?
Well, she's kind of freaked out about the nightmare that she has just had, you know, and about it was about, you know, the Nazis coming and getting her and murdering her, you know, and Mr. Dussel comes over and ruins it even more and grabs her and shakes her, and she thinks it's a Nazi, you know, trying to get her.
Okay, I think the important thing that you've said is that she freaks out. She's very scared. She's terrified. But I'm not hearing that in the lines, which means you'll probably have to remember back to some time when you had an experience when you were really scared. You know, and I'm sure you've had one, everybody has. But that has to come out through the lines and how you say those lines. It's not enough to say, stop, stop, or save me, save me. You know, the words don't do it. We've got to hear it in how you say that. How you say it tells us how you're feeling, okay?
There's a kind of drama in which actors can use only their voices because we can't see them. On the radio.
Richard, the ceilings, they seem lower. Huh? The passageways are narrower, too. That's crazy.
The Variety Arts players are recording Toltek's Tomb, a radio drama about hidden treasure and ancient curses, written by their director, Roger Rittner.
What do we do now?
Okay, take the echo up and hold it. That's it. Now, pace. Come on, pacing.
Stop it!
Timing, pace it. Pace it. Oh, no, that screen just doesn't make it. All right, hang on, everybody. I'm coming out.
What did we do?
All right, it's great. It's nice and spooky and all, up to the point where the zombie falls off the wall, and then it just doesn't have the pace and the build up to the screen. That's, you know.
We're not putting out enough energy. Can we run in place?
That's a good idea.
Oh, sure.
Hyperventilating, just
okay,
breathing.
Okay. Now, you're the key to the scene. It's your voice and the terror we hear in your voice and the fear and the horror that's going to make the people listening lean into their radio.
It's not making it, okay.
Okay, so telescope your cues, you know, build it right.
What if I give her Hernandez coming off the wall? You know.
No, I want him to be just the unseen Hulk. You're fine.
You're doing great, Art. It's me. I know what you want.
Okay. I need an explosion with he who. Okay, just knock them off their feet with that. And we build and build and build up to the end of the scene. Now, these last few lines have got to be done in a perfect rhythm. It's got to be, has death at his shoulder, step, look, Hernandez is coming, please, stop him, look out, scream!
Right.
Okay?
Okay, I know what you want, Roger.
Okay, all right, let's try it again.
Let's try it, all right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, you got that tape back?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, let's start at page 23, line 14. Okay, everybody got it? Are we ready? Here we go. Roll tape.
Rolling.
Scene 11, pick up 1. Here we go.
I shall not. The servants of Kukulkan shall see to it.
Richard! Hernandez just fell down from the wall. He's coming toward us with stone spikes.
Stop this, Tolan. I follow commandments more ancient than yours, senor.
Good,
Richard!
good.
Stop that grisly...
Now chant, really chant. That's
The treasure of the vortex has death at his shoulder.
Put down those spikes!
He doesn't hear you. Stop him! Throw something at him! What? Anything! That gold statuette!
The treasure of the vortex has
Just broke off a chunk of his flesh!
He's still coming!
Run! Run!
We'll get lost!
Follow the string!
Hey,
Richard! The ceilings! They seem lower!
good breathing. Run.
Passageways are narrower, too! It's crazy!
Okay, wait. Cue.
Look! Up ahead! The walls are closing in! Hurry! We can't get through! What do we do now?
He who seeks the treasure of the vortex has death at his shoulder.
Now pace.
Look! Hernandez is coming!
Stop him!
Look out!
They got it. Hold it. Wonderful.
All right, we did a good thing.
That's all, folks.
We did a good show.
Really done good.
What about the other part of an actor's instrument, the body? To create a character, an actor uses facial expressions, gestures, and movements that reveal that character. The drama class is working on an exercise in which the actors can't use their voices. They have to express their characters through their bodies only.
Fight your mother until you realize who it is. Search for that light. Good man, ready, Ron. Stronger, Mr. Mitchell. You're really upset. You're furious. And you're more scared. Stronger, Mr. Dussel. You're angrier. You're furious. All right. Oh, let's hold it for a second. Okay? Corey, let me talk to you for a second. Come here. Okay, I'm just not believing what's happening to you. I mean, she's in the middle of a nightmare. It's a terrifying situation. She's scared to death, but I don't see that physically in what you're doing.
Well, what do you want me to do? Jump up and down and...
Well, what happens to you naturally when you have a nightmare? Or when you're scared? You've been scared, right?
Of course.
Okay, well, when you were scared, did your body feel like that?
No.
Huh? No, of course not. When you're scared, your whole body gets tense. Now, imagine, for instance, a situation like you're walking down the street, and you think somebody's following you, and you hear a noise from behind you. It's dark, late at night, you're all alone, and all of a sudden you hear this sound. What happens to you? Your whole body tenses up.
Like, say with a blanket or something, you want me to just go like that, or,
Well, hug it harder.
Just...
Okay, yeah, really hold on to it. Okay, now, instead of thinking of that as the blanket, think about that's what you need to do with your mother, right? Let all that anxiety, all that tension, really, you need to really hug your mom and get that security from her.
Okay.
Good.
There is also a dramatic art which uses no voice, only body. The mime Bert Hool, through facial expression, gesture, and movement, is creating the comedy character of the critic. and body. In a complete performance, they come together like threads in a fabric, along with the actors' involvement with their parts and along with the audience. Always in drama, the final question is, how does it come through to the audience?
And for God's sake, shut it!
Save me!
For God's sake, quiet! Quiet! Do you want someone to hear? Quiet! Do you want someone to hear?
It's all right. Mr. Deuce, will you please turn on the light? It's nothing. It's just a dream.
Something has to be done about that child, Mrs. Frank. Yelling like that. Who knows somebody's there on the streets. She's endangering all our lives. I don't sleep. I spend half my night shushing her. And now it's nightmares.
You're here, safe. Nothing's happened. It's all right. Mr. Deuce, will you please go back to bed? She'll be herself in a minute or two. Won't you, Anne?
Thank you, but I'm going to the WC. The one place where there's any peace.
Okay, now that you've all had a chance to see the scene, I think we'd like to have any comments or reactions you might have to the work.
Well, I enjoyed the scene, and I liked the way Toby, he acted paranoid, and I could feel his paranoia by the way he paced and he threw his arms.
Good. What else?
I think Corey did a really good job with her nightmare thing. It was very realistic. The way she wakes up screaming and everything, it was really good.
So you believed it?
Yeah.
Good. What else?
I thought the whole thing was very good. It's just when, after Corey had her nightmare and Quinn came up to comfort her, something was missing, like the emotion, or, I mean, you couldn't really feel the love between them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, of course, Quinn has a problem. She's only 13 years old. You know, she's not a real mother. But if she wanted to give that impression, you know, what would she do?
Well, she could try, watching, real mothers and observe how they act with their children. Or even, remember the times when her mother was comforting her and what her actions were.
Great. So observe, then.
Yeah.
Good.
Hernandez is coming! Stop him! Look out!
Actors observe life, draw on their own experience, and learn how to use voice and body to put the drama across to the audience.
Additional support for Arts Alive was provided by the Exxon Education Foundation and the Capizio Dance Foundation. This program was produced for the Agency for Instructional Television.